Hey guys, Koloskov is here, and in this video we're going to continue shooting this bottle. I'm going to finish it. On the previous one, if you didn't see it, here is the link. We discussed how to start shooting, what the most common mistakes not experienced photographers made when shooting beverage like this. I showed you why you need to not to do like this, but like that, and there is a specific reason for this, right? So it's all on the previous video. On this video, we're going to continue and finish the bottle. Stay with me for next 5 minutes. Before we start adding lights, and looks like we need some more lights, definitely need something for the label, right? And for the other side, I'll tell you something. There are many bottles with neck, like a wine bottle. When you shoot it like this with straight diffuser, there is a gap. You can see on the reflection there is a gap between the gradient on the neck. You see this part of the bottle doesn't have reflection. In many cases it's okay like this, it's not a problem, it's not a mistake. But if you want to fix it, if you want to have nice reflection all the way, how to do it? The law of reflection will help you. Everything in product photography is about understanding what reflects what. This part of the bottle, what it reflects, why there is no diffuser. Well, at given angle, I can tell you because I know, it reflects something that is on top. Yes, it reflects area that higher than the diffuser. How to fix it? To cover it by doing, for example, like this, okay? Yes, it can get into the frame, but it's not a problem since we're cropping it. And we can just adjust the light, so it looks like this. We can easily fix that issue, right? You just bend, tilt the diffuser and it's there. Okay, so let's say this is one more secret for you. Let's continue. What else we can do? We need a light from other side. You understand that it's not going to be an umbrella, it's not going to be a spotlight, because spotlight, let me show you another mistake. Photographers sometimes, after shooting people, they use same light modifiers for the product photography, for the glossy subjects, but it doesn't work. For example, I have this light with the Fresnel lens, okay, this is the Fresnel lens. We can turn it on and we can try to highlight the bottle. It's basically the same thing as the honeycomb grid, but a little bit better in terms of how you can manipulate with the size of that. So anyway, when we shoot, you see what is going on. We have a spotlight, and there is a reflection from that spotlight, actually two of them. One on the neck, you see that burned spot, and another one is here on top of the label. Label is not glossy. This is why we have a reflection from the light through whole label, through whole side. But something as glossy as a glass will give you just a spotlight. So it's not going to work. What you need to have? No, you don't need to have a diffuser there. We already have it. What's the reason? You can use the sharp edge light via softbox, through softbox. In this case, as I told you in product photography, it's a strip box, okay? So instead of this light, we don't need it at all, we're going to use this light. So you see through live view of the camera, right? And here is the reflection. Here is the reflection that it creates. It can be anywhere you want. However, the good thing when you have a reflection on the edge, and it will be sharp cutoff line reflection, somewhere like this. It may be a tad too bright. Let me check. Yes, it's definitely too much, but the idea is the same. You need to have a nice edge light on the other side, and it's fine not to use diffuser, because we're already creating the shape of the light through gradient. Gradient is the king for product photographer. We're creating the gradient on the other side, right? So what needs to be fixed? We need to fix the position of the light to be tiny on the edge. You see what is going on, right? I rotated there, it becomes really tiny because of the, again, low reflection. It gets really, really nice and tiny like this. Yep. Okay, here we go. Looks good. Now the last piece, the label. Okay, we need to highlight a label. And highlighting the label, there is a different approach because the label is not as glossy as the glass. Okay, it's not glossy, it's a relatively matte surface, which means, tell me, yes, we can use a spotlight. This is again one of the most common mistakes that students of the Complete Guide to Product Photography certification program made, because I review their submissions, homework every day, basically every day. They mixed these things. Spotlight is only good for matte surface, okay? And soft light is good for glossy surface, but soft light with sharp cutoff line. Don't mix it and you'll be good. Okay, so let's try to add this light that we have handy here for the label, okay? And if you shoot it like this, we see the reflection, right, from the light, inevitable reflection. How do we fix it? Any ideas? Simple way, I'll show you. The law of reflection. We can move it lower than the table actually. The way that it's not going to be affecting the area that camera is seeing on the glossy surface. Basically, I see the reflection from this light on the bottle, but camera is not seeing it because it's just a spot and it's from different angle. If it's seeing it, we need to just move it the way that it's not seeing. Yeah, it's not there, as you can see, because we move it lower. In this case, we see it, hop, we hide it under the table, okay? And we just highlight our label. Let's see what is going on. The label is super bright. It's overexposed, not good. But still, the label, this particular one, is relatively glossy. It's sort of like semi-glossy, meaning that we need to do something because of the particular label, the finish, the material. We need to still put a diffuser, okay, between the light and the label. Because it's too glossy, you can see even when we lower the light, let's lower the power. Like 2 f-stop down, let's lower it. You see, it's still too much. Because 2 f-stops down, the same overexposure is happening. It's too glossy surface, so we need to use a diffuser. This time I can use do-it-yourself diffuser, okay? That simple diffuser that I showed you on the first video, made out of foam core board, okay? And I can just hold it like this and shoot. Better? Not really better, right? This is a tricky subject. This is a tricky label. We need to do something. What we can do? Soften the light even more. Okay, soften the light even more. So instead of hitting the label directly, I move the light, and actually I can make it larger. Since there is a diffuser, we don't need a spot. There is no reason to use spotlight behind the diffuser for such subject. For the jewelry, we can do this, but this is a little bit more advanced technique. It's not jewelry yet, so let's put it like this, okay? We move the diffuser as close as possible to the camera, okay? I can hold it by my hand, just for now. And here we go, okay? It's getting better, right? It looks better. Maybe a little bit too much, I can lower the brightness. But look at what is going on the bottle. Look at this. What is that? On top of the label on this side, we see the diffuser, and it doesn't look good, it's not sexy. I'm going to show you how to make sexy product photography, which means it will be nice and, you know, clean out of the camera. You don't need to do any Photoshop job except, well, some dust cleaning and here and there a little bit. So what do you do? What do you do to fix this? Look at that. Look at the reflection, and you just move it lower, 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 lower. Here we go. What about this? We move the diffuser as low as needed to be hidden. Actually, it's still a little bit visible. But basically we hiding it under the, well, in my hand, of course, not really cool thing to do, to have, but let's hide it under the label. I need to actually lower this light. Okay, light is lowered. The diffuser will be low as well, okay? And check it out. There is a reason for black, because I don't want any white reflection, okay, from it. So I'm moving it as low as to be hidden and getting closer as much as I need. Actually, this way it will work better. Okay, a little bit more adjustments, and here we go. So let's examine this shot. What do we have here? We have a label, and actually it's highlighted the label the way that we see that it's glossy, semi-glossy sort of. It's a good way to highlight it, like this. We have a beautiful shaped bottle, shaped by the gradient that we created on one side, and we see sharp cutoff line, we see sharp edge around the bottle. It gives us the glossy, the feel of glossiness of the subject. And the very last piece, if you want to be fancy, what? We add in background light, okay? Background light, spotlight. So the last piece of our tutorial is the spotlight that I have added behind. It's at the bottom. It hits slightly up high, so it creates an oval instead of circle. Slight oval, right? Elliptical reflection. And here we go. Plus, the final shot now would be is this. Okay. Okay, this is how you shoot beverages. This lighting setup is the most generic, I would say, for any bottles or, well, anything that made from glass and cylindrical shape. You know, the beverages, even some perfumes, it works like a charm all the way. Of course, there are more advanced techniques, and with this particular bottle, with this nice well, features that the bottle have, we can do more advanced stuff. If you want to learn deeper, I invite you to join our Photigy program, either the complete guide to product photography, or you can join any membership that we made for professional photographers and really dive. However, already doing it like this, you can work for clients, you can shoot completely professionally, just utilizing this lighting setup. When you have a bottle like this, for example, it's not going to work. Let me show you why. So we do have light, we do have everything. It's kind of look okay, right? However, look at the bottom. Look at the bottom of the bottle. Look at this. The reflection from table. It doesn't look good. Yes, you can fix it in Photoshop, but there is a way to shoot it straight out of the camera with beautiful reflection all the way. And in the next video, I'm going to show it how to do bottles like this, okay? Click on the link and let's learn it. Don't forget to subscribe to Photigy channel so you see the next tutorial that we're going to release soon, okay? Let's jump to the video. And today we're going to shoot this beautiful Grand Marinier. Oh man, so good. Drink.